Alright, so let's talk about the lateral area of a hemisphere. But first, a hemisphere is just half of a sphere. And you can think of it as you take a sphere, so it's kind of a floppy one, it's kind of squished, but um, I assume, yeah, sphere, you're comfortable with what a sphere is, so what this should look like. If you take a plane and run that plane straight through the center of the sphere, you'll cut that sphere into two hemispheres. So sphere, boom, hemispheres, two of them. So the lateral area of a hemisphere is the surface area of the hemisphere, but you don't include the area of that circular base that you get. So when you talk about just the surface area of a hemisphere, you would take the lateral area, um, and then plus you would tack on the area of that circular base that's formed when you slice the sphere with a plane. So the lateral area is simply just like the top, you can think of it like the top dome kind of thing. So not, let's see if I can select the bottom. Yeah, like you wouldn't include that bottom surface, so it's just this dome thing by itself. So the surface area of a sphere is pi r squared, so you just cut that in half to get the lateral area of a hemisphere. So it's 2 pi r squared. So we could just practice that with a couple of these guys here. So say we have a hemisphere with a radius of 10 kilometers. So radius of 10 kilometers is the hemisphere. So we draw like a little dome type thing. So the lateral area of a hemisphere is 2 pi times the radius squared. So the radius is 10. 2 pi times the radius squared. So 10 squared is 100 times 2 is 200. So the lateral area would be 200 times pi kilometers squared. This is an area. Um, so 200 pi kilometers squared. If you wanted to make that into a decimal, 200 pi is about 628, like roughly 628 kilometers squared. A very large hemisphere. Maybe it's like the dome of a colony on Mars. That's just random. Here's a much smaller hemisphere, easier to handle. Say we have a radius of 2 meters. So the lateral area of a hemisphere is 2 pi r squared. So 2, sorry, we're going up here now. 2 times pi. The radius is 2. 2 squared is 4. So altogether that'd be 8 pi meters squared would be the lateral area of this hemisphere. And if you needed to, for some reason, turn that into a decimal, it's 25 and some change. 25 and some change meters squared right there. Alright, so here's a couple for you to practice on, and I wish you all the best. See you later.